I always laugh when I read criticism from the high priests and priestesses of journalism about your stewardship of the paper. I mean, sometimes it's not totally off point, but a lot of it is just kind of seems like resentment that you're trying new things. So you own one of the most important papers in the country. You're working to try to figure out how to make it a real business, and working to figure out how to have it serve the community, and working to produce quality journalism to hold powerful interests accountable and entertain and inform. Those seem like all the right goals to me for someone who owns the paper. Tell us just the status of where you are in trying to remake the paper to achieve those goals.
Well, thank you for that. And exactly, I mean, the commitment from me is really to ensure that we have good investigative journalism, and that's what journalism should be, and especially speak truth to power. But it's not a sustainable business now. I understand that, the courts have now ruled a little bit in the favor of the fact of the platforms taking away the advertising dollars and that's what's destroyed the paper. But more importantly, even the local papers. Having said that, you got to find a way, rather than just crying about it, to actually meet and create a platform that engages the audience. So that's what we're doing. The thing called LA Times Studio, the test kitchen, and the thing called LAT Next. As you know, I'm building a studio and have in Washington. We may have a studio in Nashville. And the idea is not to do different things, is to actually have a place where people can engage, whether it be live streaming, video streaming. And now we have 8, I think almost 12 hours a day live streaming. If you go on X, we live streaming on X. And that's what we're going to be doing, and create this consortium. If I have to integrate the LA Times and the LA Times Studio and games and studio and esports, and if that's what helps to engage people to our audience, and even healthcare. I know that sounds tough, but that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
So, that change may be difficult for people to accept or understand, but hey, it's the good news. It's a privately held company, and I'm going to just keep on trying.
It shows how old-fashioned I am. I called it a paper, and really, the paper is just a part of kind of whether you call it a platform or a brand, whatever. You're doing stuff with lots of others. You said gaming and video and events and all sorts of things that are more than just some heavy, dirty thing that might show up on somebody's front porch if they read what you and I grew up calling the paper.
They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.